Hi there, Virgo, Healing Grasshopper here to do your March 2026 monthly reading. Didn't you get this before, Virgo? Two Swords. No, that wasn't you. I just had a deja vu feeling. Queen of Swords. Okay, so the Two of Swords and the Queen of Swords together. The Two of Swords is like, I don't know what to do. I'm I am tied. I can't I can't see my way forward. Um, so Queen of Swords is over here saying, Virgo, just use that sword. Um, Queen of Swords is the queen that eliminates things out of her life that she quickly recognizes does not serve her. She does not hesitate to cut people or situations or things out of her life that she recognizes as no longer belonging in her life. Um, and the Queen of Swords, in my readings anyway, is different from the King of Swords because she is more active. She has her hand out there. Her story here is like she sits on her throne and, you know, people approach her, present her things to her in her court, and she's like, come, let me see that, you know. And if it's not for her, she's going to use that sword. Um, the King of Swords is more like, not that you really need to know about him in this reading. Maybe he'll come up. I don't know. Um, but he's more quiet and observant. He does the same thing, cuts things out of his life that don't serve him, but he's not actively like sifting through things. He's just waiting for things to come across his, feet that he doesn't like. And he's very much the one too who waits for people to give themselves enough rope to hang themselves. But anyway, Queen of Swords is active. So there's a contrast here with being paralyzed and call to action here. So, what Spirit is saying is that you might not be paying attention right now to the fat that you need to be cutting. And this doesn't necessarily mean, because that sounds like financial cutting the fat. Um, it may be, take it how it resonates, but it doesn't have to be that either. This could be very much like fighting, you know? Like, I don't know how to deal with this. Well, has it ever occurred to you to walk away from this person? You know? Because that happens often. I see it with people in my life, and I remember in people in my life that complain to me about their situations. And then I remember in my own life, more like when I was younger, like I would complain about certain people in my life and how I felt I wasn't being treated fairly. And it did not occur to me then to walk away from them. So it could very much be that. Hold on. Let's see what else we get here. What else we got for Virgo? For a Virgo, one would, looking from the outside in to your Virgo, um, and knowing your Virgoan reputation, it's like, of course, Virgo would hop to it and, you know, do what had needed to be done. But the thing is that you're an earth sign. So earth signs really tend to um, stick with things and there's some water signs too. Cancer is very much like this too, where they will continue to give a relationship their all. You know, you're not one to just on a whim walk away from someone. Um, so because we are earth, we are stable and we strive to create stability. But there are some things that are just not stable, that are just, you know, so that's what this is here. Um, all right, let me see. Yeah, is this reversed? It is reversed. Okay, so I was on the right track. This is not about finances. This is about two people who are not very well matched. They are not vibrating on the same frequency. Um, so somehow, though, Virgo, keep getting the feeling like it's not occurring to you to get rid of this person. Sometimes we'll have staples in our lives, like a sibling or a parent. Like that's not even on the table to walk away from this person. You don't think about it. But sometimes things become so severe that you have no choice but to choose yourself and walk away. Um, that's absolutely what this is looking like. And this is very telling here, the Two of Cups, because it is reversed. Um, Reversals are very um, much at high volume in my readings. Like they're really shouting because I don't have reversals very often, you know. So this really means something. A reverse Two of Cups is like, yeah, these people are not compatible. They are not going to see eye to eye. They will be hurting each other. It's not, it can't be mended. This is not healthy. Okay. So here's the good news coming in here. This is ours too. Okay. So this isn't all doom and gloom here. We've got the King of Wands. um, the King of Wands is you, but the energy that Spirit wants you to step into, the King of Wands marches to the beat of his own drummer. He is a trailblazer. He is an innovator. Um, so he's a critical thinker, right? He thinks outside the box. So this is very much like um, the King of Wands would not, um, he wouldn't be bound by any like established rules. Like, that's your mother. You can't walk away from your mother. The King of Wands doesn't subscribe to any of those kind of rules. You know, if he comes across something that needs to be changed, he changes it. He doesn't give a damn what societal structure is around it. You know, he just blazes ahead. With the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords is very much, cutting your own path and not taking anything at all into consideration other than your own needs here. This is not about what if I hurt the other person's feelings if I walk away? What's going to happen to them? What are people going to say? You know, these two are never concerned about any of those things. It's not working for them, they're done, they're walking away. Okay? So the Four of Wands is the celebration card after an effort done. These are wands that have been put to work. There's been some kind of effort made, but now the work is done and it's time to celebrate a job well done. They are now at rest, right? So this is saying if you do what you need to do here, you will be better for it in the end. And let's emphasize too that this is in the center of your reading here. This is the focus card, which is what you have to gain. So if you're hesitating at all to do what you need to do, then be reassured that it will turn out well. All of the things, Virgo, that you're thinking about, like what I just said, like, what if this, what if that, what's going to happen to them? What are people going to say? All their business. Like, don't let that factor into the decisions that you need to make. If it works for you, do it. Page of Cups is again talking about what you want. This is your heart's desire. And he is the page this page is focused on his heart's desire. So that is what spirit is telling you. Focus on what you want. The world's. Yeah, man. Hold on. Let's get our other three cards. I think this is a fun bowl, but this is ours too? Oh, it is ours. Okay. Are either of these reversed? No. Okay. I need two more, please. Three of Pentacles. One more, please. Yeah, you damn Skippy. All right, Spirit, I'm with you. Okay, so we have the world here. This is a coming through a portal, a switching timelines, a life renewal. We're all going through a life renewal. All of the wow. Woof. I just got chills and kind of a lightheaded feeling. Um that'll it's that was an odd euphoria. That happens when spirit is really trying to get my attention. Wow. Um we're all of us going through a portal. It's not just you, okay? It is the astrological placements. We're going to be talking about. I'm sorry, guys. I know I keep promising astrological events again. I'm going to start them up. There's a whole lot of astrological stuff happening. Um, I just haven't had the chance to get around to it. I will. We will be talking about it. Um, but the one event that I talk about repeatedly, of course, for those of you who are subscribe to me and follow me, you know that I have been talking about Pluto and Capricorn. Uh, that was awful for everyone. Um, difficult financially, uh, socially, romantically, just a mess for 20 whole years. And then the energy shifted at the end of 2024 to Aquarius, which is more supportive. So we've been going through that transition this past year. But since it's a 20-year cycle, the transition doesn't happen quickly. This is a gradual, drawn out transition, right? So we've been going through this transition for the past year and still kind of we're starting to settle into the new energy. We're not fully in it yet. A lot of us are still closing out our last timeline, which is okay. Um, and things like this happen, of course, slower for earth signs. Um, but at any rate, right, here you are being reminded that you are going through a portal. You have a lot to look forward to. Four of Wands. This is like, yes, this is falling apart. Just pull the tooth already because you have a lot of celebration coming, victory and enjoyment coming, um, because you're going through a portal, right? The diagonal we have here. Here we have the Six of Swords. This is like the chariot of emotions, right? The chariot is like spirit, like beep beep, get in the car, let's go. Let's get things done. Let's get on with it. But it's It's like, let's get on with it in a broad sense. This is that same kind of energy, but in relation to um, anguish and emotions and that kind of thing. So here it is, the anguish. It's like pull the tooth, like I said. Just yank it out already and don't draw this out. Get into the boat now so we can move on to better shores. And then Three of Pentacles is all about your self esteem. And it's like, get in the boat, move on to something better so you can start healing and remembering who you are. Because when you're around this kind of low vibration, a toxicity, a mess, no matter how strong of a person you are, Virgo, and Virgos generally are very strong, stoic and tenacious, you know, but it doesn't matter how strong you are. When you're around someone who's constantly opposing you and being unkind to you and putting you down and not supporting you, we could go on with this list, creates an unhealthy cloud around the both of you that will slowly chip away at your self esteem. It's like death by paper cuts. And you can continue to tell yourself how resilient you are, but it doesn't make a difference. It still affects you. And it's time for you to realize this and cut your losses now. The Three of Pentacles is the card of the master craftsman. This guy is um, very good at what he does and is very well respected and is being approached by these two patrons to commission his work, right? So the energy of this card is someone of high value. That is you, Virgo. And intellectually, Virgo, you may know this, and you may be nodding to your screen right now like, I know that grasshopper. You don't need to tell me that. I know. But energetically, that the spirit just showed me like an energy bar, but computer energy bar, like in a video game, you know? That's depleted. And it affects you, whether you want to admit it or not. It's time for you to get rid of it. And I'm going to stop preaching at you. But Virgo, you guys are stubborn. And I'm saying this for your own good. It's time to let go. The Eight of Cups is about walking away again. Your outcome card, this guy is walking away. By the way, this card is nicknamed by me in my readings the Be Your Own Hero card. This is a very courageous depiction here of a man who is walking away from upright cups because he knows there's something better out there for him somewhere, right? And the cups here represent a comfort zone of sorts, right? Because they're upright cups. But he knows there's something missing here. See how there's a cup missing here? So he is off to find what he knows he deserves. Fearlessly off into the unknown. with nothing but the clothes on his back. And he's walking off confidently. Why? Because he is looking up at the moon here. The moon is looking down at him. He is being guided by his intuition. He knows that he's going to be okay because he has faith in himself and his connection to spirit. So this all should be absorbed by you. And if I sound like I'm preaching at you, it's I kind of am, but I sound annoyed because I'm annoyed for you. Because I'm like, Virgo, remember who you are. You don't need the shit. Let's go. I'm very much like the friend in in the bar that's dragging her friend away because their spouse is berating them and abusing them. And I'm like, let's go. You don't need that. This is me, Virgo. You are above what you're going through right now. You deserve better and you will get better if you walk away. So, anyway, right? So, now what we should be focused on here is this dialogue, this silent dialogue that he's having with the moon here is the solution to this feeling at an impasse here. He is blindfolded. His physical eyes are obscured. That's fine. He has a spare eye. His third eye will guide him to where he needs to go. That should be you. An ounce of logic, absolutely. We have the Queen of Swords for that, for sure. That logic with motivation and some self esteem here. And maybe a little bit of anger. Like, F the shit, I'm getting out of here. There's some movie, I don't know what movie that is from the 50s with the guy that opens the window and he yells out, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore. Spirit just showed me. Yeah. Okay. Do we have clarity? Mm, advice. Higher self? We have a card from higher self coming. Failure. Okay. Of course. Virgo, what did I say before about earth signs um not walking away from things on a whim, right? I'm an earth sign too. I'm Capricorn sun, right? And Capricorns do not walk away until the wheels are falling off. Virgo, you're very much like that too. We make sure that no stone is left unturned and we try everything, right? And walking away sometimes, especially if it's like a marriage, you know, that you feel like a failure. Like I could have done better. What if I did this? And Virgo, don't do that. Don't put yourself through that. It's not working and you deserve better. That's all you should be focused on. Okay. And if you need for me to acknowledge this feeling, absolutely. Okay, let's go through it. Are there things that you could have discussed better, said better, explained better? Perhaps. I'll acknowledge that for you. But would it have changed anything? Is it going to change the vibration of this person? are they gonna suddenly see you for who you are? No. Nothing that you could have done, Virgo, would have gotten you a better results. It is what it is. And the other thing is that it's not about failure. It's about the end of a season. That's the other thing that the world is talking about, right? The world is a portal. It's like a wormhole, a womb, a leaving of a womb and being rebirthed into something else, right? This is very womb-like. She's being, she's coming through this wreath, like she's being reborn. This is all created by the universe for you. It's not that you failed. It's that the universe is telling you this is a chapter that's closing. You need to end it now. Now, i- you can be productive and look back at things and um, kind of cherry pick the tools that you want to take with you to maybe um, do things better in the future, right? To enhance your present and your future. But I mean, you didn't fail. It's not about failure. It's about experience. You went through a difficult karmic experience. That's all. Virgo, I am looking forward ugh, to talking to you in the comment section. I answer every single comment. Talk to me. We can talk about this. And you can talk to each other about this. Okay? This is a channel, uh, a community of light workers. We help each other. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. But even if you think you are, have a quick look and see if you really are. Some of you will be surprised to see that you are not, or you've been unsubscribed, because YouTube is weird that way. So if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. It's a quick gesture that costs you nothing, and it really does help me out and helps the channel grow. And of course, the like button and the hype button, if it shows up, would help a lot. Don't forget the notification bell because I'm always putting out new videos. I'm doing weeklies, monthlies, bonuses, and I'm going to start to do timeless and astrological events again soon. And maybe pick a card. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave that for a little later. But tell me how you feel about pick a cards. At any rate, I post almost every day. So if you're really inclined to helping this channel, what you can do is share this channel with anyone who you feel would benefit from it or enjoy it. The other thing are my playlists. I have many of them made for you. Have a look and choose one. Set it to autoplay and have it on as background noise as you go about your daily tasks. As you're winding down in bed at night and even sleeping, because watch hours are what a channel like this one needs, a small channel to grow and thrive. Okay, guys? So I will speak to you soon, Virgo. Chin up, Virgo. Things are going to get better. You are a winner. Love, light, and many blessings.